What's doing? Welcome back. More mods on the Dmax. Let's go and have a look. Well, it's already been done, so we're going to get backwards and forwards in the future a bit here. Past and future and backwards and forwards, but we've got obviously the rooftop tent's on, and we're obviously going to be using it, well, have used it. I have used it to tow. I've been to Sydney and back in it. We need to be able to tow a trailer with electric brakes, so we need to have some sort of electric brake controller. Normally I have the Tow Pro, I think it's the Elite, wherever it is, where you have a little knob and you turn the dial. I thought I'd try something different from them this time. We're going to go have a look inside and see what it's got. We've installed a Redarc Tow Pro Bluetooth fusion. Yeah, this is it. That's all we had to do. No, it didn't. This is just a remote. It plugs in via USB just into your charge port, and that's the remote control for it. And it also has an app. In the next part of the video, I'll show you where I'm driving, and I can show you how the app works. But basically, the app is connected to your phone via Bluetooth, and you can test the brake lights, make sure it's connected. You can control it with electric, emergency braking, and how much you want to have that set up, and obviously control whether you want to be in proportional or in manual mode. So I'll go into the car, I'll show you how it all works, where it all is, but basically it's a lot easier to install, it's a lot easier to use. If you have, like me, if you're running out of spots, plug with the Procheck power mode if you want a power mode in your Dmax. But I'm going to be having a set of fog lights as well, spotlights as well. So to have no control left here, your next point of call is to drill a hole in here, which I didn't want to do. So I thought, well, what other options are out there? Do I get one that's just mounted on the trailer and it's controlled by Bluetooth, or do I stick with Redarc, which I know is a great brand, and they have this controller inside the car as well as the app, and it works awesome. So under the car we have our tow plug, which is absolutely normal. It's a 7-pin flat, nothing fancy. Our airbag control is obviously there. Then we tee into that and run a little module which is up in here, which gets sticky taped and zip tied to the tow bar, or somewhere not vertical, so not upside down. They can be horizontal, they can be vertical, just kind of the wiring going upside down. And then we tee that all into the wiring plug here, and then we just run a power feed up to the battery. So then we just run that, so that power feed comes up, runs through a fuse to power and earth to our Invicta lithium hybrid. That's another video if you want to watch that. So then that's all we need to run is power straight from up here to the back, and then connect it, and away we go. That's pretty much it compared to the old one. We had to run the wiring inside the car, pick up a brake pedal feed and run around. It was a bit involved, and then obviously having to run the switch and mount that. This one's going to be a lot easier, and obviously probably a lot easier to move as well if you want to move it onto another car. You literally just take that power feed out, undo the wiring back at the back, take your remote with you and move it on. Yeah, it is a little bit more expensive, but less time, so it probably works out about even in the way of costs, depending if you're doing it yourself, obviously. But highly recommend. We're going to go to the pass. We've had this car with another car in the back on a trailer. So we're going to the pass now, talk about the video there, and we'll go back into the future and we'll catch you at the end. So I'm in the car. The camera's on my little quad lock. If you want quad locks, we've got quad locks in stock as well, actually. So yeah, I can't get done for holding the camera while driving, which has been a thing before. But anyway, I'm currently driving. I've got a car trailer and a little car in the back, a little Mazda 2. And I'm going to show you this little controller, which we have here. Now this is adjustable. It's plugged into USB, just charging. You can attach the back of this to obviously your car somewhere and have it permanently attached. So I haven't yet, because we're going to talk about the app. But you can press the little green button here at the bottom, and that'll do a manual override and lock the brakes up. And then here on top you got your plus and minuses. You can actually control when it brakes, and I just tap the brakes there. You can see I'm only on like 2. You can crank that up. I'm in manual mode. You can change that over to proportional or manual. I prefer manual. I could be wrong. Listen, I'm never always right, but usually. Yeah, wherever you want to run manual or proportional, it's easy to change. You can do that both in the app and on the controller. You can have the controller plugged in and have the app running. You can have both going at the same time, or you can have one or the other. I don't know, I'll test. I'm going to Sydney in a couple of days, so I think I'll test just having the app on, because my phone's just here in front of me on the holder. You don't have to press. I'll put up on the screen here next to me so you can see now. But on the app, which is going to be here, it comes up with the button, and you can either press anywhere in that top section above the plus and minus. It doesn't have to be bang on the button. You can press anywhere in that top section and it'll press the emergency brake. So if you need to and you got your phone, you can bang and press it. Super easy. You don't have to panic about getting the exact right button.
And obviously then you can control that up and down live as well. You know, your partner can control it, whatever, you know, the kids in the back seat can control it if you want. And that can change obviously from proportional to manual as well. So I think it's super cool. It's super easy, and it's super easy to pair. It's actually easy to pair the app. You know, I did a firmware update, bang, it connected. You can do a brake light test. Yeah, like it gives you, you press the brake light test button and it gives you a couple of seconds with the brake lights on so you can see that they're working. It's an awesome app. I think I'll be using this more often now on doing the TowPro stuff than the manual dial. The only reason I went for this really was because I've got no spots left. I didn't want to drill into my center console. So having you know, a remote where I can have it sort of obviously remote and have it mounted or not mounted, or have an app on my phone, which all I need is Bluetooth turned on and it's connected. It's super easy to have, and then instantly as soon as I plug it in, it picks it up straight away. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'll run the app probably, or jabbering on here a bit, but sitting in traffic, and it's super easy. So I'm sitting in traffic now, get my little controller up. Of course, now we start rolling. So I got my little controller up, and you can now the sun's in our eyes. Jesus! You can see there when I press the brakes, it lights up, and I only go on 2. So yeah, it's super easy to have, and yeah, adjustable on the fly. You can just press up and down button what you want, or you have it proportional, and it'll do it for you as well. And that's just in the blue mode, so it's super easy. Well, I'm heading to work. I'll show you around, do a finish off, and we'll talk to you then.
There you have it, the Redarc TowPro Link. Highly recommend. I drove, like I said, drove to Sydney and back with the car on the back. It was in rain, it was in stupid hours in the morning, it was in daylight, completely controllable inside the car. So if I wanted to just pick up the remote, which I have here. So I just pick up this remote and yeah, press the buttons, change it over to whatever I wanted to. And if you want to, you can just press the emergency brake button. This can be mounted anywhere. Like if you wanted to, you could mount it on here. You can mount it, you know, on your dash, like wherever you can have it literally sort of glued to wherever you want to have it. You could, if you wanted to, you could just have it sort of tucked out a trim and just sort of sitting there, nice and easy to get to. This is super easy where you want to put it. I just have it unplugged and plug it back in whenever I use it, because I obviously only use it once every month or every 2 months. So I put it in my center console, but my app picks it up anyway. As soon as I click in, the app picks it up and I can control it from my phone, and I stick it on my quad lock and it's right there in front of me. But yeah, it's super easy, super reliable. The brake light test function's awesome, so you can just press the brake light test and it goes through for about 10 seconds and holds the brake lights on, so you can walk to the back and check for yourself, make sure they're working. Yeah, I can't fault it. Super easy to, like I said, to install, really reliable, super easy to use. Yeah, I think from now on I'll probably be using that and probably recommend it to all our customers, because it makes life a lot easier without having to drill into the center consoles or try and find an adapter plug that fits the right hole and all those sorts of things. It's just that little remote, which you can glue or attach or just leave it all loose and plug in whenever you need to use it. Obviously, if you're doing a caravan around a trip around Australia and you want to have the plug in, or you're doing a lot of that sort of thing, maybe yeah, the original button would work great. But I think just this remote makes life a lot easier. You don't have to worry about anything; it's just there. So that's it. That's the TowPro Link from Redarc. Yeah, highly recommend. If you want one, give us a call, 54914626. We can give you any pricing on it. Pretty much any car's going to be the same in the way of labour, because it's nice and easy. But yeah, let me know what you think. Would you use? Would you not use? Would you prefer to use the old style one? Is there a different brand you'd use? Let me know. Redarc, if you want me to test any more products, give me a yell. Make sure you hit that like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.